In this video, we're going to show you how to set your hoop size and do your trace. So the first thing I want to do is I have my hooped garment onto the machine, and the first thing I want to do is I want to set my machine to needle number 1. So we're going to go into the 4th window now, and we're going to click on this button here for our setting the machine to needle number 1. And I press needle number 1. And now the machine color changes to needle number 1. What I want to do next is I'm going to escape this, and I'm going to choose the hoop that I wish to use to select to sew this design. So we're going to click on our hoop selection button, and from here we are going to choose the hoop, and we are using this hoop J for now. And I'm just going to select it, the checkbox. And the frame is going to move to the center position. And if you look at your design, if the screen in the background is red, that means your design does not fit this hoop. So you must choose a different size hoop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose hoop J, and we're going to choose hoop E 65, which is a larger round hoop. Hit the checkbox. Hit the checkbox on this frame may move caution. The frame will now move to the center position. Of course, I would have rehooped my garment onto the right hoop. And even on this one, we still have a red background. So this is clearly not the right hoop we need to choose. So we're going to choose hoop E, and we're going to go to the 90. And we'll let our frame move to the center position again. Okay, and we are still too big of a design. So we are going to choose our hoop, our 275 by 275, which is our square hoop. Our hoop will move to the center point. I would have already replaced my hoop. And now we see we have a white background showing that this is the right hoop that we need to use for this design. From here, we can now trace our design. I'm not going to change my hoop just yet because I'm holding the camera, but to trace a design, you want to press this button here and then hit the checkbox. And what I'll usually do is I'll pull the needle down with my finger just a little bit, just to see if how close my needle is coming to the hoop. And you can see this hoop clearly doesn't work because my needle would hit the hoop. So I'm only pulling it down part way. I'm not going to pull it all the way down, because if I'm outside the hoop, then it's going to bend the presser foot. So let me show you that again. I'm going to press the button again, and then the checkbox. And I'm just pulling my needle down a little bit. Let it come up when I get close to a hoop. And you can see this hoop is clearly not the right hoop to use, because it's just too big. The design's too big for this hoop. But once your design finishes its trace, you are now done setting your hoop selection. From here, we could exit out, and then we could enter embroidery mode by pressing this button and press the checkbox. And from there, we can now hit the start button to begin embroidering.